Greetings, all greetings. Welcome back to another episode of Sweat Good with Simone. My name is Simone, your virtual wellness coach, and today we will be discussing how to tap into your goddess energy on a weekly basis. These are different practices that I embrace throughout the week to tap into my feminine energy, to balance out my feminine energy, to tap into my nurturing energy, and just to overall live life like the goddess that I am. So I hope you enjoy. I'll see you at the end of the video. I thank you for all my new subscribers, all of the positive comments, all of the likes, and all of the shares. I welcome. If you have not already, go ahead and like the video. I know you're feeling the scene, you're feeling the vibe, you're feeling the aura and the energy. So just go ahead and press that like button. Boop. Thank you. Okay, now, before we really get into this video, I want to say this because I feel like a lot of conversations that have been had, people equate the softness to goddess energy, which it is, definitely. However, there are some goddesses once upon a time that were not soft, or if they were soft, they had a softer side, but they also had that side that said, I will yo up. Okay. And I say that to say that yes, there is a certain element of gentleness and softness that one has to have, but never let anyone play with you, soft or not. Sometimes you got to let a know. And I just want to make that disclaimer because we have to think about Mother Nature in her entirety. There's beautifulness and there's green and there's softness, and you have your lioness playing with her cub, on a Friday afternoon in the safari. But you also have that same lioness that will go to town on that ass if she needs to. It's all about the balance, and Mother Nature represents both. It's not always sunshine and unicorns. Sometimes it's rainy days and some energy, okay? Just truthfully speaking, I want to make that very clear that I wholeheartedly believe that although you are a goddess, although you are soft and genuinely delicate in nature, don't play. Don't play, okay? Now let's get to it. Astro girl. Okay, so we're going to get into this first on an astrological level and state why it's so important for us to be embodying this energy and adapting to this energy within this time frame specifically, okay? So, astrologically, the North Node is stepping into Taurus. What does that mean? Great question. North Node is the energy that in your chart, everyone has a North Node that you want to be progressing into. This is the calling. This is the future. This is the energy that is going to help progress you throughout the times, what you are called to do. Me personally, my North Node is in Capricorn, so I'm here to be a big boss this lifetime. And I love that. Thank you, God. But universally, the cosmos is stepping into North Node Taurus, meaning this is the energy that we need to flow to in order to fully thrive at our optimal self. What is Taurus? Taurus is pure feminine energy. Taurus is represented by Mother Venus. Mother Venus represents love. She represents relationships, especially with self. She represents that softness. Okay. She represents all things luxurious and all things gentle because that's just who she is, Mother Venus. So essentially what we need to do is combine both of those energies to optimize ourselves on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, and a lifetime basis, okay? Not just because that's where the cosmos are going, but essentially we want to be in this soft energy, because when you're in soft energy, you're in a flow. You just learn to let things just flow. And when you let things flow, that's the best way to go. Hello. Okay, so astrologically, that's a light breakdown, okay? Okay, now that we have a little bit of astrological context, let's get into what is soft energy? What is feminine energy? What is goddess energy? Okay, everyone has two energies that they embody: your masculine, which is your right side, which is your logic side, okay? And then your feminine, which is your gentle side, which is your nurturing and creative side. So essentially you have your yin, your feminine left side energy, and your yang, which is your masculine logic energy. It's very important for you to balance out both those energies to be in your full chi. What is chi? Chi is life force energy. Everyone needs to exude their natural life force energy. That's what's going to keep you flowing and going. When you do not have those balance, when you do not have that balance, it's easier to manifest dis-ease, okay? It's easier to manifest sickness because one energy is over exuding while the other energy is not exuding enough. So balancing out those energies is what's going to help you be at your optimal self. We live in a society that's very hyper masculine. Everything is go, 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 go. Everything is hustle, hustle, hustle. Everything is mental. That's masculine energy. The feminine energy is the heart energy. The feminine energy is the creative energy, okay? Now, astrologically, you have women and men that hold more masculine energy and more feminine. For example, myself, I am an Aqua sun and a Gemini moon. So I hold a lot of masculine energy. Fire and air is masculine. Water and earth is feminine. I'm a Virgo rising. That's my main core of my feminine energy. So for me, it's very important to balance, to step into the different cosmic placements that I have and bring them forth into my daily routine, so I make sure that I'm not too masculine, okay? And I highly recommend you do the same for self. Find the different energy modalities that you hold the most of and figure out how to balance them out with the energies that you do not exude as often. Major game changer. Major game changer. You can do this by having your natal chart read, link in bio, or you can do your own research. One of my favorite websites is astroseek.com. All you need to do to pull up your natal chart is know the time of your birth, the location of your birth, and your name. You plug it into your chart and it will tell you cosmically where the planets were aligned at the time that you were born and how to use those natural energies to help you manifest your most optimal life, okay? Game changer. Now, I realized that I had to start balancing out my feminine energy about 3 years ago, okay? 3 years ago, I read the book Sacred Woman by Queen Afua, which I absolutely love. I highly recommend. And it really had me realize that I was living life out of balance. And a lot of things would not go my way. A lot of things were very challenging and very difficult to do. And I realized that is because I just was not in alignment with the natural energy that I should be exuding more of, okay? And when it's not in alignment, it's because it's forced. And when it's forced, it's because it's not in alignment. Okay, so essentially I had to realign myself. Again, I had to balance out my feminine and masculine energy to help me get to where I am today, thriving beautifully. So a few different ways I did that. One, I started that book, Queen of Fua, okay? Actually, let's rewind before that. The first thing I did, and I spoke a little bit about this on my weight loss journey video, you'll be able to find that on my channel, is I cleaned my gut. Okay, I cleared my gut. Now, when you clear your gut, you are clearing your first mind. That's your woman's intuition. Boom, right here in the solar plexus. This is the first mind. This energy travels up to this mind, and then from there it exudes out. So the internal is your yin energy, your feminine energy. The external is your masculine energy, your yang energy. So the first thing that I did, yes, was clear my gut. Once I detoxed and I cleared my gut, it allowed me to follow my intuition, which is pure feminine energy, and it also allowed me to reset my mind, okay? When I reset my mind, that's when I started to read different sort of books that taught me how to embrace a different way of life. Stepping into my feminine energy, stepping into my goddesshood, just living life in a universal embodiment rather than trying to essentially live the opposite of it. And this is a very valid point because although we live in a major patriarch society, we live on Mother Earth. Mother, key word. So we really should be embodying the energies that the grandmother holds. Okay, just my logic. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get into the center and the coreness of this all. These are the different activities and practices that I began to embrace and embody on a day-to-day, weekly basis to help me live optimally in my feminine energy. This worked for me. I am a living testimony. Feel free to explore and embody your own practices. However, I feel like this is a great guideline and foundational steps to entering into this new shift. Okay. Now, the first thing I did intentionally was learn how to cosmically align my days. Okay. Now, let's break this down. Every day is represented by a different energy. Sunday is represented by the zodiac sign of Leo. Monday, the moon. Tuesday, Mars. Wednesday, Mercury. Thursday, Jupiter. Friday, Venus. Saturday, Saturn. And back to Sunday. So I learned the different energies that I should be embodying on those days. And that's how I optimize those days. Because every day can't be go, go, go. You have to have that balance flow. So on Sundays, I do things that warm my soul, that are Leo forward. I stretch. My mother and I walk the dogs. If you have children, this is a great time. Granted, it's always a great time to spend time with your children, but this is great energy to spend more time with your children, those different type of activities, creating, learning, different things that represent Leo energy. Monday, one of my favorite days. And people are different. Some people are Monday, it's go time. For me, Mondays, I like to sleep in, okay? I'm taking my Mondays very relaxed. I'm tapping into myself, definitely my feminine energy, because Mondays are ruled by the moon. Moons is emotion. Moon is your daily routine. Moon is that natural softness. So I'm going to wake up, I'm going to make my bed, I'm going to move with more intention than I may on another day. I don't make my bed every day. It's not something that I have truly gotten into yet, but I'm doing much better. Truthfully speaking, this is an authentic channel. This is a safe space, okay? So I would align myself with moon forward energies. Tuesdays, boom, action day. First thing, I'm in the gym. I'm pumping weight, okay? This is a day where I have more activity because it's ruled by Mars. Mars is action. Mars is go time. Mars is that willpower, okay? So just think about that type of these different types of activities that you can do on these different days to help amplify and maximize that day. Wednesday, mercurial. I'm a mercurial being. So these are the days that I take care of, like my paperwork, my business. If I need to go to the bank, if I need to handle anything as far as my corporation, I'm handling it on Wednesdays. I also get some good studying and some good reading in on Wednesdays because, again, I'm using the mental. Also a very good day to clean, okay, because it represents Virgo, it represents Gemini. I'm a Gemini moon, I'm a Virgo rising. Sometimes my Gemini can tap in more than my Virgo. So it's very important for me to be very intentional on Wednesdays as far as moving with that mercurial energy because I hold a lot of it. Thursdays is a great day for expansion. I like to record on Thursdays. I like to create content on Thursdays because I'm thinking about the full overall picture of my brand, of my spectrum. It's also a great day to learn. Anything Jupiter, expansion, spirituality. I host a lot of my spiritual readings on Thursdays, Sundays as well, but Thursdays because it's that spiritual day. Okay. Also, I like to wear purples on Thursdays if I can. Okay. If I'm truly intentional about it, which I'll get into after we talk about how to move cosmically on a day-to-day basis. Friday, one of my favorite days, ruled by Venus. Everything Venus, the pleasure, the love, the tapping into the relationships, the buying plants, being one with mother, nature. All things Venus, okay? All things Venetian. That's a great day for a date night. We get paid on Friday. Venus rules money. So, splurge a little bit, take care of the nails, get yourself a facial. Also, one of the things that I love to do on Fridays, which I'm going to tap into a little bit more, is really a self-care day. Very much so a self-care day. You don't always have to indulge in self-care by, getting your nails done, going to your esthetician and get a facial. You can do that at home on a day-to-day basis. Saturday, major discipline day. One of the things that I started to incorporate on Saturdays was an intentional fast because I'm also a Capricorn stellium. Capricorn rules Saturn. Saturn rules discipline, okay? So being very intentionally disciplined on Saturdays is something that very much so worked well for me. But just moving with that Saturn energy, okay? And again, we're back to Sunday. I can explore more, but I always recommend, especially if you're interested, to do your own research because all activities everyone doesn't love, So what activities that I would embark down may not be the activities that you embark down. So do your research, find what activities you love the most, see where they correlate in the different week spectrum, and then perform those activities on those days. Okay? Recommendation, that's all. Another thing, and again, moving cosmically with the universe allowed me to tap into my feminine energy because the universe is feminine, okay? The creator is feminine, okay? I know that may have went over some people's heads, but that's okay. This is an open space. This is a safe space. The universe is feminine, okay? Now, another activity that I really started to embrace into and tap into my feminine energy is napping. And you know, people do not nap enough. Anytime that I have the opportunity to nap, I'm going to take it because it allows me to recharge. I cannot, again, always be on go mode. I need to slow it down. I have those points in my days where, okay, especially being that I'm an energy worker, that I do have to be on go, but it's about the balance flow. That's not going to be all the time. So allowing myself to recharge, nap, have meditation points throughout the day where I would intentionally ground myself in that frequency of silence so I can recharge my body, so I can recharge my spirit. So when I do have to provide more energy externally, I'm charged up internally. Again, taking care of my internal, which is my yin energy. Very, very key. Meditation, going within and allowing myself to hear my thoughts and to just relax my mind, body, and spirit is key. Also, a different form of meditation, if you need movement meditation, is working out or cleaning. It's all movement. Again, you're clearing the mind. You're allowing yourself to be in a state of intentional elevation. Okay. My third thing that I really did to embrace my energy was create. I got myself a painting easel. I was with my mother one day. We were in Ross, and I think she prompted me to get it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a painting easel. So got one, and I I painted some of my best pieces on the days that I did absolutely nothing because my mind was clear. I was just able to fully create, and it was so magical, and it was so amazing. And again, it allowed me to really tap into the feminine energy because I was creating. Whatever came to thought was what I created on a canvas. Pure creation. So painting, drawing, again, journaling, totally up to you. However you create, dancing, creating content, however you create daily. If you can't create daily, create weekly. Just purely create. Cook. Cooking is an amazing thing to do to create, but think about creating, okay? Major game changer of something that I did was I started to practice yoni steaming, y'all. And this is going to be another video, but I love steaming my yoni. Steaming my yoni not only helped my cycle tremendously, but it's literally I consider it to be like an internal shower and a facial for your yoni. Game changer. Yoni steaming also helps clear the trauma within the womb because naturally as women, we hold a lot of trauma there. And that's what blocks the intuition. That's what forces us to be in our root energy, which we don't necessarily want to live out of our root energy root chakra, because that's your survival energy. You want to be living from the heart space up, not necessarily your lower chakras. Yoni steaming, feel free to do your research. I'm going to make another video on it, but essentially yoni steaming is taking herbs and letting the natural fragrance and the natural steam of the herbs flow into the womb to heal the body from within. Major game changer. When I tell you, and I learned about this through Queen Afua, when I tell you this was one of the practices that I embodied that changed my life tremendously. My cycles used to be, oh my goodness. But again, that's another video. Who I highly recommend to learn about yoni steaming is I want to say her name. I will definitely make sure that I put the link, or not the link, but at least her name down below. Her name is Nay. I found out about her through the Hood Healer. I want to say her IG is the Womb Fairy or the Womb something. Again, I will make sure that I give you that name down below. Okay. Now, this allowed me to cater to my body, to again, cater to my feminine energy. Okay. This is something you can do at home. I do mine once a week. Okay. I take it from the yoni steam, and then you can also, with that same steam, give yourself a facial steam. So now we're doing our own facials. Okay. You have your steam, you have some Aztec clay, you give yourself a face mask. Whatever the case may be, you are taking care of self. You are loving on self. This is a ritual that I really did on Mondays when I woke up, and Fridays, just because, again, moving in alignment with the cosmos, what they represent. But you can do it whenever. Just do it. It takes nothing to give yourself a facial. I always say that we need to have a at-home facial routine, okay? Because it's something that allows us to just relax, again, be in that meditative, intentional state, and embrace your feminine, nurturing, soft energy. You're not going to be hard, or you're not going to want to feel like oomph when you're giving yourself a facial. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But if you do, then again, we need to work on some things from within, okay? But point 5. So let's revisit a little bit. 1, I moved intentionally with my day based off of the cosmic energy, okay? 2, I started embracing more meditative states. I started napping more. I started journaling more. I started recharging more. I started to be at a more mellow frequency. 3, creation daily, whether through food, whether through painting, singing, dancing, whatever. Just simply create, okay? 4, I cater to my internal body, and I also cater to my external by performing yoni steams, and also making sure that I do daily and weekly facials, at-home care. 5, I started to take much more pride in my appearance. Now, this is something that I've always done. I'm not a believer of going out the house looking any sort of way. No. I'm going to look polished. I'm going to look clean. I'm going to look up to par. 1, because I want to exude the energy that I want to receive. So just imagine I'm walking down the street, or I'm at TJ's, and there's this beautiful spirit of a man. If I'm out here just looking any other old way, granted, we don't do it for them, we do it for us. However, yes, the energy that I exude is the energy that I'm attracting. So if I want this, I need to exude it outward so it can come back to me in fruition. That's how the universe works. But essentially, when you look good, you feel good. Your confidence is heightened. And that's very important. I like to have my nails done. I like to have my toes done. I want to make sure that, I'm not out here just having acne, that I am polished. It heightens that feminine energy naturally, because femininity is beauty. Goddesshood is beauty in one way or another. So think about that. Of course, naturally, beauty means something different to everyone, but making sure that you're clean, making sure that your teeth is brushed. You're not walking outside with a bonnet on. Brush your hair. Give yourself a little bit of lip gloss, a little bit of mascara. It doesn't have to be much. Making sure that you're smelling good, fragrances, the senses, because again, that's the energy that you want to attract. So therefore, that's the energy that we're exuding. And it naturally allows you to be in the softness, because you took the time to prep yourself. You're not in a rush. Ooh, I gotta go to work. Let me just go ahead and throw this on, throw that on. You're being intentional. Okay. Next, I started buying lots of plants and flowers. Again, moving with Mother Earth. Mother is full of nature. Mother, I knew I couldn't be in nature every day because I live in the city. So I said, if I can't be in nature every day, I'm going to create the environment of nature around me. And at the end of the day, plants and flowers is oxygen. So they're helping me breathe fresh air. Not only are they gorgeous, and then also they say when you're able to nurture a plant, you're able to nurture flowers, it shows that you're able to nurture yourself. You're able to nurture other things because it's something that you have to take care of. It's something that you have to love on. It's something that you have to be gentle with and allow the process of it to grow authentically. So I started to put myself in the environment of the time, and sometimes I have to make time. Spirit tells me you need to make time for this, then I will. Sometimes it's just up to the park because I can't make it all the way to the beach, or I can't make it into the forest. But just planting myself, feet in the grass, feet in the sand, and just allowing myself to be one with Mother, letting the bees come to me, letting the butterflies land on you or come close to you, hugging the trees, talking to the trees, all of it. It all truly matters because, again, you're honoring Mother. And when you honor Mother, you honor self. Because all you are is a spirit with nature within. That's all we truly are. I want to talk about grounding a little bit more because I don't think that people realize how important grounding is, okay? Now, there's multiple ways to ground, but one of my favorites is going into Mother Nature and just simply being. I will take my shoes off and I will put my feet in the grass because that is the natural electro field of the universe. That's the most authentic electric energy that you can receive. And on my channel, I spoke about chakras before. Please feel free to visit my Tap Into Your Inner Goddess movement meditation video. But we have multiple chakras throughout the body. And one of our main chakras sits in the soles of our feet. So planting your feet into the grass, into the soil, into Mother Nature is allowing your body to fully charge from life's natural source, the electromagnetic field of Mother. That's a supercharge. When you ground in that energy, you are recharging your power and reclaiming your power. One of my favorite ways to ground, same with the sand. When you step into sand, that's natural. When you step into water, natural. Step into Mother Nature, taking a hike, going to the river, it's all natural. So just taking your shoes off and simply being, putting your toes into the grass and just ingesting that energy is top notch. Keys, major keys, y'all. And lastly, and most importantly, how I tap into my feminine energy is the power of saying no. The power of embracing healthy boundaries for myself. Because when we do not embrace healthy boundaries, we exude so much more than we have to exude. When in all actuality, you need to keep some of that energy internally so you can do whatever it is that you want to do. I, especially being an energy worker, I cannot give everyone my energy because then I'm consistently exporting. I need to input. So for me, no's matter. Everyone is not a yes. Sometimes I have to turn down a clientele. Sometimes I have to say no to reschedules. Sometimes, I just need to say no because I need to take a nap. Again, I'm honoring self. I'm honoring how I feel internally. And when I honor how I feel internally, I'm honoring my feminine, soft goddess energy. Okay? So y'all, I hoped you got wisdom and guidance from this video. I am very much so of an advocate of loving self, of honoring self and taking care of self. And it's, again, something that not only universally are we asking to step into the energy of, but it's something that's needed. It's very much so needed for especially us as women, because we are the gatekeepers, to embrace this. And when we allow ourselves to be more feminine, we allow men to be more masculine. And then naturally, everything is going to balance out. Everything is going to balance out, and everyone is optimizing their chi energy, their life force energy. Okay? So if you have found value in this video, please like, share, leave a positive comment, subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And please share your experiences with me. If you feel like, there's another experience or something, advice or a tip that you'd like to share, feel free to put it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And I hope that everyone has an amazing rest of their Leo season and you start embodying these energies today, right now, this second. There's no reason to wait. All right? Peace, wholesomeness, abundance, and joy. I wish you all. Have a great day. I'll see you on the next episode.